Good morning, guys. This is Easy Earning Effects again. So I'm here to share with you the Parabolic Sar strategy again on Boom 1000. Yes, Boom 1000 on Boom 1000. I said in the previous videos that the strategy works on all the assets. Yes, it works on all the assets. It now depends on you following the rules, guiding the entry and the exit. If you want to make profit and don't want to be blowing your account often and often again. So looking at this chart as it is, what are we seeing? We are losing what? Sell. You don't negotiate that. What are we saying with the parabolic strategy? You saying sell. Look at it. This is it. Look at the last dot here. It's telling us what? Sell. The market is coming down. So you can use this strategy for both trend. Either you want to go long or you want to go short. Buy or sell. Buy or sell. So let us check out the signal. What is telling us? It is a sell market on Boom 1000. On Boom 1000. Can you see that? The market is a sell. Look at the sell entry there. Look at the sell entry. And the current one is even telling us to what? To sell. Look at it here. It's telling us to sell. It spike. But according to the rules guiding our exit, to take partial losses, is the market are we to take the loss here because of the spike? No, don't be afraid. Because the market is not yet outside the third Bollinger Band line. So, and I said explaining that it's either you do two things, which I will be repeating in all the videos. Is either you enter immediately when the sell triggers on the 1 hour time frame here, or you wait, or you wait, or you wait, and let the market calm down to anywhere it wants to get to. Pull back, then you take the available signal. Do you get it now? Either it's showing win or not. Don't worry about that. Because your winning will always exit your what? Your losses. Do you get it now? So the strategy was for both buy and the sell signal. That's it. But you want to be catching spikes alone. Let us focus on that. Let our focus be what? Catching or spikes. Because that is the interest of some traders who trade what? Boom and crash. They don't want to go against the spike. So let us focus on it and let's us check it together. If the strategy really works and is good in catching spikes, let's go together now. Yeah, catching spikes alone. So the rules guiding this particular signal, like I explained, you generate your signal on higher time frame and take your entry on what? On lower time frame. Meaning that you generate your signal on either a day time frame D1 and take your entry on 15 minutes time frame. Good. Or you take your entry on 4 hours time frame. Generate signal on 4 hours time frame. Take your entry on what? 15 minutes time frame. D1 to 15 minutes. 4 hours time frame to 15 minutes. Or you take your signal, generate signal on 1 hour time frame. Take entry on 5 minutes time frame. D1 to 15 minutes, 4 hours to 15 minutes, 1 hour to 5 minutes. Are we good? Okay. So you follow the rules of the entry and the exit. So try as much as possible to always watch the clip to the end. As some will always come inbox via the Telegram channel link to ask questions, which I have already explained in the video. So don't try to skip. Watch. So that you won't miss important information. And as I have been, please guys, help me subscribe to the channel and click on the notification icon. So when I drop the next video, you will not miss it. I'm coming back to explain on what? Boom 500, crash 1000, crash 500. It is the same thing. So let us go now. We want to be catching spikes alone. What is our last buy signal? What did it tell us? This is it. Very small. It didn't really move because the market has got into the what? To the demand zone. Demand and supply what? Rules and regulation. But don't worry about that. Hmm? You can always learn that it has got to the overbought zone. So the market wants to descend. That is why it is reversing. So yeah, yeah. The market was here telling us to what? To buy there. That was where it gave us what? The last buy signal. So let us check it together on 5 minutes time frame. You can see very brief, very brief. When the market descend again, look at it there. It was very brief, but almost 10 minutes travel spikes is still a good entry. But so it's either you enter immediately. If you enter immediately, that is it. And if you want to wait for the market to descend, then you take the next available buy signal. Why it is still telling us buy? That means your entering what will be here. Can you see that now? And the market what travels. So so let us assume that you are still in this market. When this reverse came down, where do you exit? You exit here on this particular candlestick when it closes outside the third Bollinger Band line. Are we together now? But don't worry, we want this trade now, isn't it? Okay. So we want to be checking the spikes alone. Now our focus is on how to catch spikes now. You can use the same knowledge to trade what? The reverse, which is what? The sell signal. But spikes alone. So where do we have our next buy signal? This is it. Down to this place. Yes. Can you see that now? We have our buy signal here. Again, spikes, 1 hour time frame. Once it kickstarts on 1 hour, once the Parabolic Sar triggers on 1 hour, switch to 5 minutes after taking your buy signal. What are you seeing inside the box? More of what? Of buy signal, isn't it? Isn't it? So following our rules, the first thing you do is that you join the trade immediately. Can you see that? The market travels for just 5, 10, 15 minutes. Where there is a what interruption in between, it becomes continuous. So if you are the type that just pick a candlestick spike or two, you are good with the signal here. But you are still inside this particular entry when the market what came down. When it pull back, don't worry. What do you do here? You close here, take that partial loss here and leave the market. Don't stay there and start to pray. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Your money will go. You will blow up your account. Take that partial loss and leave. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Then that signal gave us another what? Entry here. So what do? You take another buy signal, isn't it? What happened to this particular market? The market travels. Can you see that? It depends on what you want as your what take profit zone. So you can decide on that yourself. So our entry is here. The market travels for how many hours? More than 2 hours. Let's go again. We have another entry here. Here for the buy signal after this pullback here. We have another signal here. What happened? The market what? Went in our direction. Can you see that now? We won. We've checked out like 3, 5 trades. We won, isn't it? The market pulls back here, but it didn't close outside the third Bollinger Band line. Don't be afraid. You will see that, but don't be afraid. What happened? The market what? Went back up. The middle line of the Bollinger Band line is meant for re-entering. It represents MA20. You can try that out. Plot your Bollinger Band. They set MA20, simple moving average 20. You see that it will lap on the middle line. So it is what? MA20. The market went in our direction. That is how to catch spikes with this particular strategy. So let's check one or two more. let's check one or two more. Don't forget, I said you can use the strategy for both what? For both trends. We have another what? Buy signal here. Another buy signal here. Another buy signal here. The market triggers here, isn't it? Don't forget the rules. Don't forget the rules. Generate signal on 1.5 time frame. Take entry on what? Lower time frame. 1 hour to 5 minutes. D1 to 15 minutes. Then 4 hours to 15 minutes. We have another entry here. Can you see this? When the market triggers on 1 hour time frame for a buy, we join here. The market travels for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For almost 2 hours before we have a pullback there. Can you see it now? Can you see that signal? So stop disturbing yourself henceforth or now to generate entry and you hesitate. So we have a pullback here. We have a pullback here. What happened next? And that what? Entering for buy. We took the buy here. The market, you have another 3, 4 spikes again. Can you see it? Before the market now pulls back here. Isn't it? The market want to range. Consolidate rather. You see we have another entry here, which is this, but the market didn't what? Go in our direction. We lose or lost this particular what? Entry. Can you see? The candlestick closes outside the third Bollinger Band line. So take that partial loss and leave like that. Don't stay there and start to pray. You will wound your account. Can you see? We have another entry for buy after the pullback, which is this. We have the entry here. What happened? The market came down and went what? In our direction. Be careful of too much positions. When you are taking your actual entry, don't take more than 2 entries, just 2 positions for the actual entry. And when the market pulls back and touches the middle line of the Bollinger Band line, then you can now take what? Another entry. That is how the strategy works. What happened? The market what? Counts in our direction. This also we have a pullback here. The market came down. What happened again? It went in our direction. That is how the strategy works. We entered there after like 2-3 minutes entry. The market what? Pull back. Did it close outside the third Bollinger Band line to take our partial loss? No. It touches the line but did not close outside the line. The body of the candlestick closes inside the Bollinger Band what? Lines. The wick, it can exceed the line, the having a wink or the shadow outside, but the body of the candlestick closing inside. What do? You stay in that market until the body of the candlestick closes outside the third Bollinger Band line before you decide to take that partial loss. And when it closes outside, just take that partial loss and leave. But what happens? The market came down because the body of the candlestick stays what? Inside the Bollinger Band. So what happened? The market, we won. We have a pullback. We have another entry here for a buy signal. Can you see it now? That is how the strategy works. That is how the strategy works. That is how with 1, 2, the same thing on all the assets, V25, V100, V50. Go to jump. Go to, I've done a video on range break 100 and 200. You can go and check it out too. That is how the strategy works. That is how it works. What happened here again? Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel. Please don't forget to do that. We have another buy entry here. Can you see that? Can you see that? And we have a pullback on the 1 hour time frame for like 6 hours. The market will be selling, so you don't have to what? To panic. Since you are not inside the trade following the signal for the buy and the entry, you will see that, but don't be panic. Let's check it out. What happened there? Let's check this out together and see what happened inside this particular trade. Let's go, guys. Okay, I'm coming. 5 minutes. What happened? Once you follow the rules, don't assume. Trade what you see. Can you see now? We have an entry here. The entry was here when it occurred, when it triggered. It pulled back, pulled back. Did it close outside the trouble? The gap and I know until what? It went up. Are we together now? Are we together now? So we have a pullback here. Let's assume that we took an entry here, but it came down. Then what? You exit. Do you get it now? So that is how the strategy works. That is how it works. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. I'm coming back to do the next video on boom 500, crash 1000, crash 500. Thank you guys.